Alright, YouTubers, I'm on camera. Haven't done that in a while. I am on the way to my uncle's house, so I figured I would do a ramble. I'm trying not to speed. I'm doing 5 over, and that's enough. I'm going there because they just bought a camper. They bought a Teardrop. And I had to go against the advice that I give all the time, because the most important thing if you're buying something is to buy what you want. I was trying to lean them more towards the small A-liner, because one of my priorities is I want to be able to stand up. And I was trying to make the points of, there's a lot of times like you might want to eat inside because it's all bugs and stuff like that, but they wanted what they wanted, and that's what they needed to buy. I think they're expensive. We didn't, you're nice and you don't go too much into money, but they bought a brand new one and I think they're kind of expensive. But I got a trunk full of stuff that might work for them. So that should be cool. I'll probably take a couple pictures of it. You showed me a picture. It looks cute. But a big factor for them is they have a CRV, and he didn't want to have to change vehicles. So his tow capability and what he could tow was the driving factor on what they chose. And they don't go on and don't plan to go on super long trips. And for a lot of people, there's lots of people out there that don't hang on to the same RV forever. Their first RV isn't, I might be a little abnormal that I've had mine for almost 7 years now. A lot of people find out that they want to make changes and stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I'm happy for them being happy. What else I got? Oh, Vinny. Yesterday, I ended up getting a hold of the vet because I was concerned, because he really didn't want to eat very much, and he had a messy poop, we'll just put it that way. So I thought maybe we had, so about 4 days earlier, we had upped his dosage again. We're having a difficult time dialing him in. His last checkup before we upped the dose, he went down a little bit, but he's still way too high. So I was concerned yesterday that I might have to take him into the vet today, but I just think he had a messy poop because he ended up eating his food. He doesn't like it. The expensive diabetic food, he just doesn't like it. He'll eat it, but he doesn't like it. And Kiki, the pickiest cat on the planet, who for years has only tolerated one type of dry food, wouldn't touch anything else. She's got this little move where she shakes her paw when she doesn't like something, and almost, well, not almost, pretty much every other food she won't eat. But for some damn reason, she doesn't mind his expensive dry food. So it's become, first world problems. It's become frustrating that he still wants to eat her food and she'll eat his food. So, I've had years of, I got cats, I put food down and I don't worry about it. And now I'm having to figure out, dealing with that cat crap. When I was married and we had cats and a dog, we had to feed the cats up high on tables and stuff because the dog would eat all the food. But this is getting irritating. So I decided he's fine. He didn't need to go to the vet today, and he goes in a couple days. He'll get checked again. And I know I could buy one of those monitors where you check their glucose level on your own, and I probably will get one of those eventually, but I don't think it's going to help me right now, because I am not gonna decide on my own to up or lower his dose of insulin. You know, I don't think it makes sense for somebody who doesn't basically know anything now about it to start saying, well, maybe I'll drop him down, you know. So once I get him stabilized, I might get one of those to check, you know, to see how his glucose level is. So I've been dealing with that. A couple projects. I cut down a tree at the house. Well, I cut up a tree. Most of it fell. It was half rotten. But I got some plans of stuff to do with some of that wood. So, yeah. Trying my best just to stick to the speed limit. Just a couple over, because I do not need any tickets. But I'm hoping against hope pretty soon to get him stable to take some RV trips. I know I worry probably more than I need to, but I don't want to start doing that and going until I'm pretty confident that he's fine. And I'm mostly confident. I would just like to see his numbers go down. So yeah. So that's it for now. I'll ramble a little bit in a little bit. Here's time traveling to the future. Vinny, you in there? I see your back of your head. Vinny, you're doing fantastic. Your insulin level's down to 149, which is awesome. I think we got you totally set. We're gonna come back in a week to make sure, and I'm probably gonna buy some more insulin to have it with me and get all the records I can in case we do finally get it on an RV trip. If something happens, I'll have as much information for a vet wherever I might end up. But fantastic news, Vinny. You're doing great. You're not happy, and you lost weight. You lost it like half a pound. All right, let's get out of here. What a relief. All right. I promised myself I wasn't going to do much talking about coronavirus, but I'm going to go on about it a little bit. This is a mask. When I'm around people, I wear a mask. I don't think it's the end of the world. I'm healthy. I never, seriously, like, never get sick. But I care about other people. I would hate to give it to somebody else, so when I'm around people, I wear a mask, and I kind of think it's the polite thing to do, you know? And sadly, it's politics, and that's why I don't want to talk about coronavirus, because it's friggin' politics for some reason. And if it's politics, automatically half the people at least are going to disagree with you. I just think it's common sense that if we were all wearing masks when we're among people, we'd be able to get closer to normal really quick. It's not the end of days to put a mask on. It didn't burn my face, for those of you that refuse to wear them. It didn't hurt me. I don't like it. It's not comfortable. It's not, yay, I get to put a mask on. But it would be really cool if we could be like some of the other countries in the world that are getting closer to normal. So, that is my take on coronavirus. If you have a different opinion, I really don't want to have a conversation about it on YouTube. I just would think it'd be really cool if we could get somewhere close to normal again. And it sure sounds like the inconvenience of putting a mask on when in groups of people would make us have more normal than we've had for a long, long time. All right, that's my coronavirus. And I'm at the point where when I edit this, there might be a statement where I said, I talked a little bit about coronavirus, but I decided to take it out because I'm just not in the mood to argue with people on social media. But we'll see if it made the cut. So did I offend anybody? Get over it, you'll be fine. I just don't see where, like, you're not a man if you wear a mask or something silly like that. I don't get it. Also, as uncomfortable as I think those masks can be, I bet it's a lot better than a trach tube down your friggin' throat. But again, I guess I'm not over it. I honestly don't think, if I would get it, I assume, which is always a mistake, that I'd be one of those non-symptomatic people because I literally never get sick. But I'm telling you, I sure would hate to pass it on to some of the nice people out there in this world. So I put a mask on for them. I'm not doing it for me. I look at it as that's kind of the cost of living in a society, you know. It's a beautiful day. 88 degrees outside. When I get off the highway, I'll probably put the top down, but I'm not a big fan of driving on the highway with the convertible. But this is 70. This is as boring as highways get. Oh, one more thing I wanted to ramble about. My aunt and uncle buying a Teardrop. I think it's cool. It's really cool. But they are selling so many RVs lately because I guess coronavirus that there's far too many people buying RVs and campers and stuff. Just way too many. And that's gonna make it just so crowded and there's gonna be, it's gonna be funny for this summer probably. You know, we're all newbies at once, but if there's great big gobs of newbies, campgrounds and boat ramps are very entertaining places to watch people do stuff. But I think it's great that people like to go traveling and RVing, but on the upside, probably in about 3 years, you're gonna be able to find some great deals on used RVs. Mark my word. There's a lot of people that just get an itch, and what they think is really cool will quickly turn into driveway art. They don't have to worry about being able to get a hotel room. Right, so those of you that are already out there traveling and stuff, be prepared. There's gonna be an onslaught of newbies. Be nice to them, try to help them, and also at the same time give a little distance. So a friend of mine, we were talking, and she asked, if money was no option, what would be your dream RV? And I honestly think, as stupid as this sounds, I would take Eddie somewhere and say, make him as new as possible. You know? Fix everything. Update everything. But keep the shell. Keep the body. Suspension is everything. I would upgrade everything on the Dodge part of it, and a few of the inside. Like if I could find a way to switch around to have a bigger refrigerator, which I made fun of in a recent video, but yeah, if I could have a little bit better RV fridge, for me, that would be a great thing. I would deck them out with a lot of electric, you know, a lot of solar, a lot of battery. If I could take them to Elon Musk and say, give me 400-mile range and make them electric, that would be fantastic. Could you imagine? Then you just go, you know, you go to a Tesla supercharger, or you go campground to campground, 400 miles, plug them in, and you're ready for another 400 miles. That would be perfect for me. Have it so that I had enough battery power to run the air conditioner for a couple hours. You know, that way I could more comfortably go places and leave the pets behind, like go to a city and go wander for a couple hours and not worry about it being too hot for them. Because like today, if I was in the RV, it's 90 degrees outside. You know, I'm not gonna go explore on foot or on bike a little town and leave the cats in the RV. But if I won the lottery, I think that's what I would like. Electrified Eddie. Or maybe I just buy one of those Cybertrucks and pull a camper. the same reason. Alright, that's a random thought. Okay, thinking of it, maybe I'd get this. I think it was from that old movie, Damnation Alley. That sucker would be cool. We're gonna open the roof. That's probably enough, isn't it? It's a nice 90-degree day. The reason you buy a convertible. So here's their teardrop. The pictures aren't great because I didn't make them take it out of the garage that they finally got it in. Nice window. This is the back end. This is the kitchen. Here's some inside shots of the kitchen. It's not bad at all. Nice oversized tires. There's that pop-up window. A roof rack. Battery and propane storage. Nice windows. Overall, I think it's pretty cool. Here's the inside. Got a little air conditioner in it. Overall, not a bad purchase at all. And an outside shower. 8-gallon water tank. Alright, so heading back. And that was a nice little teardrop. I think it's pretty cool. I did tell them, hey, you're going to get to drive a convertible. And he looked at me kind of funny. I said, well, I'll take your whole setup and go someplace that I don't want to take my RV. I'll go way north in Canada till you run out of roads. That little CRV and that, they got the bigger tires on that and a little bit sturdier suspension. But they found something that their CRV can tow. So I think overall they should be happy. I think it's pretty nice. But again, there's going to be far too many people out camping. Just way too many. Again, I'm trying not to speed. I'm trying to stick to 5 over. And it really bugs me to get past. But you do what you got to do. Also, when I was talking about the mask before, I wanted to add one thing. Here's the mask. I think, personally, I think I look good in this. I think, for me, it helps. It covers up a lot of my face, you know? I think it's a good thing. And I don't think I'm alone. I think there's a lot of people that you'd look a lot better wearing a mask like this. Alright. If I think of something else to talk about, then I'll talk about it. Otherwise, stay safe out there and have a great and wonderful day. Oh yeah.